IVR. Well, we all use IVRs as IVR is interactive voice response. That's when you call up and the system says welcome to brand name, whatever the company is, and then asks you some options or whatever it is and interacts with you on the phone automatically. And we all deal with these as consumers all the time. And like if you imagine you email a company and it's an important matter, like something doesn't work about the product you purchased, or you want to cancel your account, or you want to change your account, or whatever, and then you don't get a response immediately from the email or fast enough, and you phone up, right? What should happen when you phone up? So now what generally happens, and I'm talking about like in 99.7% or something of company, like it's only a tiny fraction out of 1,000 companies that will have a better solution. So what usually happens when you call up is you'll get welcome to the brand name and then an identification and verification process, or are you calling about a billing problem, or are you then press 1. If you're calling about technical support, then press 2, and then you press 2 for technical support, and then you get, well, are you calling about option A, press 1 again, and so you're basically stuck in a menu tree. But why? It should say to you on the first seconds of the call, are you calling about the email you sent us yesterday? And then you say yes. And then the inside of the company, right, the system that you're dealing with, knows everything it needs to know about how to route your call without putting you through a single menu option, right, in that case. I mean, that's what should happen. Almost never happens. It's actually not that difficult to do nowadays. It has been very difficult to do in the past, right? So anybody working in the business will know that this was not such an easy thing. But now it is easy. So I think, and for a consumer, it's just mega frustrating because in every other interaction I've done during the day, I got myself an Uber on the phone. Everything took place in seconds, right? Everything's like, bang, 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 right? My iPhone is responsive, or my Android or whatever I'm using. I'm accustomed to things happening more smoothly. I don't really want to deal with this dinosaur technology that's, putting me through this kind of pain. And what I'm just pointing out is there's no reason to. If you know the data on the customer and what they did last, by email or chat or whatever other channel they use with you, then help them out, get to their problem within a few seconds. Now, obviously, you don't always have that information. If somebody calls you up out of the blue and they haven't interacted with you before for a long time, then of course you don't have that information. And then, then you do need to put people through some sort of questioning setup, because you need to find out what they want. Now, traditionally, with an IVR, what you'll know as a consumer is you'll get that menu tree that I described earlier, plus maybe an automated identification verification process. And if you're really unlucky, you'll get through to the contact center, and the contact center agent will put you through the same security process again, or ask you some of the things, and you go, oh my God, like I already gave the information. What is the point of putting me through a 2-minute process in the automated system, and then you ask me the same questions again? None of that is necessary. So I think the first thing is nowadays it's relatively easy to actually ask the customer what they want, like to welcome them and say, what would you like to do today? And then categorize it automatically. That means you're applying some AI. But I don't really like the term AI. It makes it sound like it's some really weird thing. It's just a classification algorithm. I mean, that's all it is. We don't need to give it a big title. And it's a standard technology. It's easy to deploy. You can, in the first 10, 15 seconds of the call, you can find out exactly what the customer wants. You can classify them properly. And then you are basically back in the situation that you were when you looked up what they did with you previously. Like you've gained knowledge, but in this case by asking them. And of course, as a consumer, this is good, right? Because you don't have to go through that whole process. Now, it may make sense, of course, to do an automated identification and verification process. But if you do it, you should at least remember what happened. And when you put the call through to the customer service representative, they should get all that information. Again, that's relatively easy to do. So I think it's mega frustrating for us as consumers, when these two simple things are not done. Like, as in, know your customer by looking up what they've already done. Get to know your customer by asking them what they want.